This is a new 2023 Ford Ranger XLT. This is a Super Crew with a 5-foot box. We have the Sport Appearance package on this one. Comes in the beautiful Velocity Blue on ebony premium cloth interior. Our powertrain consists of a 2.3-liter EcoBoosted inline-4 engine, mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. As we come around to the front here, really love the styling even on this XLT. Although we have halogen headlamps and halogen fog lights, still a really nice look. Love this bumper here, how you have that metal gray, and then you have the brushed aluminum finish here. Just a super, super nice look. And then we also get these 17-inch wheels down here. Also that galvanized gray, just love that color. Now these running boards are a $595 or $695 option. I'll show you all on the window sticker. Love having those too. Power door lock controls are here. Rear window lock here. Power window controls, one-touch automatic up and down for the driver's side. Power mirror controls, so you set this little knob here, right side off, left side, and then you can adjust pushing there. Then you can cut it off. Headlamp controls are here, fog lights, gauge cluster brightness, your bed light, and then we have a 6-way manual driver seat, but we do get lumbar support as well. So I have that front seat adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, and we're going to check out the rear leg room. So not terrible, not the best. Obviously, my knees are touching the back of the seat, but really not a lot of issue in terms of just putting my knees in the front seat, because it's a really nice gap in here. The issue will be actually getting your knees behind the seat, because that's cushiony but not comfortable to do. But you could always just have your legs around the seat if you don't have a fifth passenger. What's really nice is having 2 USB-A inputs and then a 110-volt 3-prong household plug-in down there. Love having that, especially if you use your truck for work and need to plug in a laptop. Now this middle seat here is something else. You have to pull it just the right way to get it down, because this clip here holds on to that. But you do have cup holders there. You just, oh, it's something else getting that off. But grab handle here, we can hang 2 hangers there. We have a seat back pocket on the front passenger side. And then we can also fold this seat down, pulling up here. If you ever need to do that, you have to make sure these are out the way and that these seats are far enough, but you can have this flat and then your jack's there. So, interesting usability. Fuel filler. Do love having the LED tail lights. They don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking it up. And there's the bed. Like I said, 5-foot box. But absolutely love this Velocity Blue. There's a spare underneath there. Now coming around to the front passenger seat, we also have 6-way manual controls, which is nice. Excuse that wind. But no lumbar support. Lockable glove compartment in here, pretty good size for a small pickup. But let's check out this window sticker. So there are the options there, and then standard features. And there's your fuel economy, not the worst. I'll have to see how it gets up, because that's not the best for a 4-cylinder either. But I'm going to go ahead and pop the hood. We'll take a quick look in the engine bay. And there's that 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. And now we'll take a quick look from the driver's seat. So I do love having the leather wrap steering wheel. It's a really nice touch. Feels nice. Looks nice. Now to the radio, we do get AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth audio, and then we get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Love having the climate system here. We get dual zone automatic climate controls. You can set that there. We have a few buttons down here to adjust temperature, fan speed, and we can turn it all the way on and off, toggle the AC. But most everything is going to be up here, so it's pretty intuitive. You kind of have to really put your finger down to get it to do what you want it to do, but still a pretty easy system. And that's how you can do the direction. You can change all of that within the screen and power it down. That's just a quick look at everything. Wi-Fi hotspot, voice control, valet mode, and your vehicle settings here. There's a backup camera there. Guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. Really like how they set the guidelines up as well. And there's a quick look at the home page. Hazards are here. You have buttons, so play, pause, and then this is kind of a seek you can use here. We can do the actual tune, volume, and then you can click the button to power the audio off. 12 volt, two 12 volts, two USB-A inputs down in there. You got a nice sized pocket too. And then we have our tow haul mode, as well as our traction control here. And then we do get 4-wheel drive, so we have a 2 high, 4 high, and a 4 low. And of course, putting the 4 low, you want to make sure that you have the vehicle in neutral. Now for the shifter, love having the 10-speed. Hold the lever, reverse, neutral, drive. And then you actually have a sport mode that you can manually shift using this here. Cup holders are there. I like that we have the parking brake there. And a decent sized cubby space for a small truck. Here's a view of the back from up here. Sunglasses holder. Love having the premium dome lights. All of our cruise controls are going to be here. Turn it on, off, resume, cancel. And I like that we have 6 buttons here. I can actually just turn this off going one way or the other instead of having to hit a button twice. And I don't know if I turn it on or off because I'm watching the road. And then we can use these arrows and the OK button for the small digital screen there. Very usable though, and I like how easy it is to maneuver. And there are a ton of views there. And then Bluetooth controls are here, voice recognition, mute, home, settings. Again, love having all of these buttons because these are all that I would want here. So I can just quickly go to the home page. Settings, I can quickly pull that up, the mute, and then having the volume controls, and then track list or radio station presets. You can go through that here, and then go through your sources or through your bands here. So if you have FM, FM1, FM2, you see it over there. I like that we have that many preset banks as well. Blinker, lane keeping system, you can toggle that on and off with that button on the side here. High beams, flash, then windshield wipers, one time, and then intermittent, low, high. You can set that intermittent here. And then we have a key, no push button start, but we do have remote start. But now let's go ahead and take this Ranger XLT out on the road for a quick test drive. So the 2.3 liter EcoBoost does a great job at getting this truck up. Pretty powerful engine. I'm just quite impressed with just how it goes in general. I'm used to driving the Colorados with the naturally aspirated 4 or the V6. So actually getting behind the wheel of this Ranger, I haven't driven one in several years. Just very, very, very impressed with how this gives out power. Now in terms of driving dynamics, pretty similar to the Colorado in that sense. Of course, they are both in the same segment. but I think having the leather wrapped steering wheel here on the XLT is nice. Makes a huge difference as opposed to having a vinyl wrapped steering wheel. Feels great. And then also having the 10-speed automatic, just a big plus compared to the outgoing Colorados. Now when the 23 Colorado and Canyons come out, I can't wait to drive those and compare. So this Ranger is very, it's quite quick off the line. I am extremely impressed with how, at that red light, when I was ready, I let my foot off the brake, gave it some gas, and the 10-speed shifts so well, even through this floor shifter here, and it really does put out power quite well. Super impressed with how this drives. So now that I've driven this and I see how fast it really is, I'm not mad about the 19 miles per gallon city, 24 highway that the EPA says this gets, because it gets several points added back for being just so quick. And that turbo really does its thing. It really does. So I'm gonna turn the cruise on. Ride quality seems to be really good. Bumps are just a tad harsh, but compared to the Tacoma and the Colorado, probably one of the better ride qualities I've experienced. And pretty good sound acoustics in the cabin. Ooh, that brake pedal's very strong as well. I just don't remember this Ranger being this impressive the first time I drove it, but I'm quite impressed with it now. So this is probably my #1 choice right now before the new Colorados and Canyons come out, because those interiors definitely have a one-up on everyone else in the industry. And then they're getting the new turbocharged 4-cylinder, I think it's a 2.7. So other than that, right now, this Ranger to me is a top dog in the small mid-sized truck range. So if you're in the market, definitely make sure you take a look, because you will not be disappointed with this 2023 Ford Ranger XLT.